little tournament.
He invited the guests. We hosted the competition. Here it is, the first ever Chris Webber Invitational. On Team Webber, we have Sub the Gamer. And joining Team Manning is Nate Robinson. So here's how it's going to work. Head-to-head, best.
To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. And the game arrives. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just... Well, we all winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. We've got great athletes tonight, Brent. Much of this game we think will be above the rim.
This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, Kevin, but the fans getting up out of their seats.
You and I will be getting up, though. We'll be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Howard. And it's George in at the point. Once again, Shea was named Player of the Week. Great set of games for him. So not exactly, Greg, a surprise.
And what he did for his team the last handful of games can't be measured on just the stat sheet. He was everything you want from a player, and the league rightfully acknowledged that.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Here's Williamson, and it's sent back by Howard. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Davis gets a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Holiday against Bradley. 6 to shoot. Here's Ingram. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Intelligent at realizing when to pull that mid-range jumper. Ingram is starting to figure it out offensively.
Fires from deep. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with a loss. Put up a good fight, and they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one. Injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple of seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou, but new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players.
Puts it up from 15. No good off the back of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And some changes here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Avery Bradley. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the years.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, two all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best.
Redick finds ball. Poke loose. Williamson, the pass to Okafor. No good, shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Puts it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
George against Ball. New Orleans moving it around. Redick with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable.
Here's George. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Hayes in at the 5 down low.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Pass to Davis. Shoots over Ingram, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by George. And 11 points for Anthony Davis.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Outside Holiday. Unloads from 9. Here's Hayes. And James pulls it down.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pelicans trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Oh. That size and athleticism makes it look easy, Kevin. AD up on the rim.
Here's Moore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Hayes. Ingram against Davis. Ingram dishes to Moore. True on the 14-footer. Moore's got his first 2 points.
Well, E'Twaun Moore doesn't get a lot of open touches, but when he does, he's got to be prepared to shoot. So lets that one go quickly.
LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Redick. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Pass the ball from downtown. The shot will not fall.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do with.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's George in at the point guard position.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
And here is Los Angeles now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, you know, there are some players who are playing career, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things, like Chris Paul and Mike Conley, that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars but have been important parts of their organization.
Also tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in for LeBron. And here is Williamson. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. 5 on the clock. Double team on Holiday. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against the Lakers.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. And Jackson, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Stolen by George. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Holiday surveying the floor. There's the pass to Hart. Out to the right wing. Here's Okafor. McGee with the block. But they recover it. Just 2 to shoot. Outside Holiday. The Lakers with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
That one a little long. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. .141 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Okafor. Over Caldwell Pope. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by Holiday.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Murray. And it's Green in for Caldwell Pope. New Orleans also making some changes. J.J. Redick's checked in for Holiday. And Moore subbed in for Frank Jackson. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's George. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
Yeah, so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And that one's good, George. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Williamson, the pass to Moore. That shot missing. Excellent D there from George. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Lets the three fly. And again, the triple from George. George has got 27 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Redick way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
You just got to do a better job of executing.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cousins. Murray comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And George is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Ingram kicks to Holiday. To the middle, here's Okafor. Over Howard. And it's Okafor missing. And Murray's got the ball here for the Lakers. So for New Orleans right now, Zion at the 4 with Okafor at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. Holiday the pass to Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Murray against Holiday. Here's Ball. And it's sent back by George. Ball no good.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
As to Williamson, Okafor trying to get open. That one doesn't go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And George, here we go. Wide open look here for Murray. Ball with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. Frank Jackson comes in for Lonzo Ball. Outside Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, George doesn't go that time. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Passes to Hart. Doubled by Murray. Hart the pass to Dellavedova. Good.
Well, somewhere out there, the weakest link was exposed by Dellavedova.
Now here is George, defended by Dellavedova, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Back to George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one. Two teams tonight, one that is in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just looking for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Big news for
Greg Anthony.